B&E Ball Talk. Hey guys, welcome back to B&E Ball Talk. This is our Thanksgiving special. We're gonna dive right into our recap of Week 12 like we always do, but the gang is all here. We start with Thursday Night Football. The Browns beat the Steelers 24-19 in a late thriller in the snow. Jameis' first time playing in the snow, and Jameis got it done.
Let us thank the Lord. I'm just so truly blessed for this opportunity to play in the snow.
His rushing touchdown was sick.
Dude, James is the truth.
He left it all on
What
the
was this
back.
close about? That was so good. No, dude, that was awesome. I'm so glad he got the win. And this was bad for the Steelers. I don't know. Have you guys seen the Steelers' schedule coming up? It's rough.
It's a tough
It's a good thing they started out good, like hot in the beginning of the year because
but they legit might get fucked out of playoffs if they lose out, and that's not impossible because they've got a hard schedule. They've got Cincy, who's not like gonna be easy for them, and then twice, and then they've got at Baltimore, and then they got Chiefs. Like it's not gonna be an easy road at all to the playoffs when losing a game like that.
They got Mike Tomlin though.
Yeah.
Ravens are winning.
Yeah, that's the thing. I think they just lost the division with that loss.
I fucking hope not. I hate Ravens.
All right, next game we got the Titans beating the Texans 32-27. This was no way. This was
I'll pull up.
this was a shocker. The Texans just haven't looked like the great team we all thought they were going to be this year. And the Titans, good for them. This probably hurts them for the draft, but.
Dude, after that pick six, I was just like, oh, well, this is a wrap. Houston's going to take care of business. And then, dude, credit to the Titans for battling back. And, dude, I mean, what do you do with Levis?
Like, give him 10 years.
He looked good, dude.
He's fun to watch.
He looked good in this game.
He's like old Jameis.
Although the pick six, he still. Did you guys see him running after the pick six?
He's got a lot of potential in leadership. He just has to learn.
Yeah.
He's young.
He needs
Makes
to
stupid
learn
mistakes.
like I did.
He's got a great collage going of embarrassing moments.
Yeah, like you guys saw the Roadrunner this past week,
Yes.
right?
No, I
Oh my God.
He put his head down.
He put his head down.
Indoor soccer from way back in the day.
But like, no, exactly. In an NFL game, though, like literally head down, just
throws a pick and
the
just puts his head down.
best part though is he didn't even get close to the guy. Like this was just showing effort. But yeah, he looked good in the game though.
Don't move on, right?
What?
They're not going to keep him.
Dude, it depends where their draft spot is. There's not a lot of great quarterbacks in this draft. If they're not a top 3 pick, they might fuck themselves out of a good quarterback. So,
Titans will go with a lineman.
and yeah, they should. Honestly, there's bigger problems than the quarterback on that team. So, all right. Next game, Vikings take care of the Bears 30-27. There was something happened at the end of this game. It was very Bears.
Sidekick. And then
Oh, yeah.
Okay. So the Bears battled back.
the Bears were
Church
down
it
like
up.
10 points.
Yeah, they won the
scored a touchdown.
It was
Got
OT.
onside kick. OT lost.
Yeah.
Vikings just marched down the field and just
Got it done.
There's a big win for the Vikes. Their record is still impressive. So
Vikings also fumbled one on the goal line. And again, they were up like 10 points in the last 20 seconds. This game was not as close.
yeah,
Addison popped off, didn't he?
Yeah.
yeah. I mean, Caleb Williams actually has looked decent this year. Like he's not the problem. You need to get a good. This is all about like the obvious. The Bears need a coach, and if they don't hit on their next coach, they're going to continue to be a joke.
dude, they need a fucking offensive line. They're getting him killed.
Keenan Allen was sick, though.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he did
he
go.
was
He went off and
He had 15 targets.
DJ Moore.
he also went off.
showed up.
That's the
He
thing.
needed
The
to-
Bears offensively like had a good day.
Yeah,
Their
well,
defense.
we're-
And you have a defensive head coach. Like, Eberflus is so gone. It's crazy. All right. Next game, the Cowboys ended up beating the Commanders in a crazy finish. The Commanders really blew this one. This is one that they probably really want back because I don't think their schedule gets much easier. But, yeah, I don't even know where to start because so much happened at the end of this game.
The onside kick touchdown was the funniest thing I've ever seen.
I forgot about that because of all the other crazy shit. This
He
game
was drunk.
you have an onside kick touchdown. You have not a Hail Mary, just a like regular route that goes the distance with Terry McLaurin at the end of the game, and you miss the extra point to force overtime. That's the craziest part. But that was to lead up is nuts because yes, you had the guy. They tied it up after the guy houses the onside kick, right?
No, they missed the extra point to go down by one.
Oh no,
they
so that
had
was
the
after.
onside
Yes,
kick.
okay.
And then the Cowboys.
Yeah.
If they just would have kneeled the ball, the Cowboys, the game would have been over. But he housed it and gave them a chance again because it meant 8 points.
Yeah,
But I
but
felt bad for that guy because like McCarthy was like on the sideline like motherfucking like poor guy got his first NFL touchdown.
Special
Yeah.
teams too.
but did you see shit? I was playing.
Yeah, dude, we saw.
Yeah, should move on.
No, there was like another game. It might have been college where the guy like slid, and it's like, dude, you should have just scored. Who was that? Do you know what I'm talking about? There was like a game where the guy ran all the way down and just slid. Thought he was being like a good teammate. It's like, you idiot, should have just. Is that what you're thinking of?
No. I'll never forgive Jerick McKinnon for sliding down at the 1 yard line in the Super Bowl.
You'll
I had a
never
prop
forget
bet.
or
I
forgive?
forgive. I had a prop bet on anytime tutty for McKinnon in the Super Bowl.
Dude, it's the right thing to do.
No, it wasn't.
All right, next game we
What
had.
were you gonna say, Kevin?
I'm focusing on the next game because I went scatterbrained. All right, next game we got the Dolphins beating the Patriots 34-15. Yeah, this game the Dolphins are good, a good team with Tua back. Like this, I feel like this kind of validates Tua. We all think that these quarterbacks shouldn't be getting paid ridiculous money, but that's just kind of the precedent.
It's the
Can't be
market.
mad at them, but like he's proven that he's a starter in this league.
You seen
for
his
sure.
stats since he came back?
He's been sick.
Lethal.
He knocked himself right, dude. He's got 11
Yeah, I
tutties.
saw that.
He's got
same
11
thing.
tutties and 1
It's-
interception.
I've
Like,
seen
oh.
Tuscaloosa.
Tuscaloosa
Yes,
Tua.
that was it.
Tuscaloosa 2 is back.
Dude, what is the name I saw? I think I sent it to you.
Well, it's funny because the next game, because we can move on. There's not much to talk about the Dolphins other than they're like a good team right
Hold
now.
on. I think A-Chain ditched the Guardian cap.
You bet. People listening, if you wear a Guardian cap, you're a fucking pussy. All right. The next game.
Brain health.
Speaking of Tuscaloosa Tua, Tuscaloosa Bryce Young showed up, and he has been showing up since the benching.
Oh, we're on the Chiefs game
And the
already?
Chiefs beat the Panthers 30-27. Almost goes to overtime, but Patrick Mahomes had a few minutes left at the end of the game, drives down for the game-winning field goal. This game went exactly how I thought it was going to go. I don't know why everyone's freaking out.
I'm not.
Real fans know this is just who the Chiefs are. None of us here were shocked. But there are people in Chiefs Kingdom that are like, fucking, what?
I was just laughing because the camera's just like not level.
You're right. It's not. Okay.
Has arrived.
What?
The monk has arrived.
Yeah, no, the monk. What?
The fuck is the monk?
Schrader.
Spencer Schrader. Our new
Schrader.
kicker.
Oh.
Since Butker is the bishop,
Oh, the bishop.
Schrader is the monk.
Butker's the bishop.
Isn't he
Schrader's
out?
the monk.
He's questionable.
I'm pretty sure we signed Matthew
Okay,
Wright.
doesn't-
No, we signed Wright, the guy that can't.
No, the Jets guy?
Yes.
No,
No,
that's
we had him.
Amendola.
No, we had Matt Wright
You're right.
last year when Butker got hurt for like a game and he missed 2
Yeah,
field
but
goals.
we're talking about what the monk did this year.
Butker missed a game?
Last year? Or it was 2 years ago.
Last
Matthew
year.
Wright
Last
kicked for the
year.
Chiefs.
You're right. I don't know
I
what
know
year it was.
that.
We win so many Super Bowls like they
Alright,
win.
sorry, I was off this.
Such a dude.
I do every chance I get.
Never take it.
But yeah, that we don't really need to spend too much time on the Chiefs because nothing has changed about our opinions on the
Knight
team.
had a day.
The not Noah
2 in
Gray,
a row, dude.
Yeah,
4
he's
touchdowns.
low key.
The night has a
Kelsey, go do your acting shit. Like,
grotesquerie.
go ahead and retire, dude. It's going great for you. Go ahead and retire because Noah Gray is next, dude.
Dude,
He
in the
is
trailer
legit.
for that show, I won't even watch it. He's just like,
He's
just like so fucking dumb. I can't
Did
take
you
it
see there's a Cheeseaholic documentary?
Yes, I did see that.
No way.
Is it on Prime? What is it on?
Yes.
Yeah.
Dude,
We met him.
let's go. We might be in it.
Show him a picture.
I'll put it on the
The
socials.
thumbnail.
I'll put it on the socials. All right, next game we got the Bucks beating the Giants 30-7. The DeVito Magic. Steve, you want to talk on that? You picked the Giants in this one.
Dude, there was no debate on that, man. Baker's so I fucking love Baker. He's one of my favorite if you don't like Baker, you're a douche. Like he's so sick. I just want nothing but success for him. And also then the story breaks about him suing
Yeah, that's fun.
So Cleveland just ultimate piece of shit organization, of course, for many reasons, like with the Deshaun thing. But they move on from Baker when he's dealing with like family bullshit, and he's got a fucking torn labrum. And then he goes off. Now he's a franchise quarterback in Tampa. I love it, dude. It's great.
Yes.
I want the Bucs to make the playoffs so bad because they're the ones who beat the Lions.
They're
In
gonna make
Detroit.
the
Yeah,
playoffs.
people forget.
They're
That
gonna
was
make
the
the
only
playoffs.
Lions loss. I really hope they do. I'd rather see them than Atlanta, and they were on the bye. So.
Atlanta, they lost in the bye week. They're fucking.
They did. They lost in the bye week because the Bucs won. All right, next game. Lions took care of the Colts, 24-6. I didn't realize there was only 3 touchdowns, and I know they were all rushing touchdowns because Gibbs had 2 and Montgomery had 1. So Goff didn't go off, but he doesn't need to. This was just a dominated game. The Colts couldn't move the ball.
Nope.
Which is crazy because Anzalone was out. Like, they were missing their Mike linebacker. I thought that's where they'd be exposed with Jonathan Taylor and shit, but they just didn't move the ball.
It's the next man up in Detroit.
It is, dude.
They're wagging.
Dan Campbell, like he built this team.
I'll be the first to say it. I have no shame. I hope Jared Goff tears his ACL. Sorry.
Jeez.
I'll be the first to say it.
That's fucked up, dude. Like I actually like
Dude,
Jared Goff.
I don't care. I want the Chiefs to win the Super Bowl at all costs. Like, the Lions are that good that I need them to not
Okay,
have
well,
quarterback.
if the Chiefs do lose, like fuck yeah, Detroit.
Yeah, for sure. For sure. If the
sure.
Chiefs lose,
For
but they're
sure.
not going to.
For sure.
For sure.
It's true. Who will?
We'll get. I have some thought. Maybe I'll say that for a hot take. Okay. The next game we got the Niners.
Lou skipped over one.
Did I?
Yes.
He goes out of order.
Raiders Broncos. You just totally jumped.
You're
over.
right. I did. Have I ever done that before? No. You guys wouldn't know. All right. The next.
I'm here.
The next one. The Broncos beat the Raiders 29-19. Everyone's beating the Raiders this year, but Bo Nix. Huh?
Pretty close game.
29-19.
Literally down the wire. They scored like a garbage time.
Oh, did they?
Touchdown
I
I mean, Will Lutz had
I was.
5 field goals.
I'll go ahead and say it. The Chiefs aren't gonna beat the Raiders by 10. They won't.
It's 12.5.
They
Also, let's just talk about last week first.
Probably not.
Well, I'm just saying, like, it was a good win for the Broncos. You hate the Broncos. You hate Bo Nix, and you will not give them
Broncos,
up.
and I hate the Chargers.
Neither
Low key Bo Nix.
Not as much.
but they're not a threat.
Yeah.
You hate the
It's like the
You hate those-
Arizona Cardinals. I was just like, whatever. I hated the Niners and I hated the Seahawks.
Yeah. Well,
Except when Derek Carr was.
I like Bo Nix. He's like a good person. I'm happy for his success.
Yes.
But I just hope he doesn't have success against the Chiefs.
Yeah.
Same. That's
Be
how.
the first to
Okay.
say.
Which is funny because that's
I hope
not
Bo
how I
Nix
feel about
is
Justin
the
Herbert.
My opinion could change, but they've got their guy.
I can't believe you guys are fans of in your division rival teams. It's the weirdest thing.
I'm not fan of the team. I'm a
If you're a fan of the starting quarterback that's their best player right now, you're a fan of the team.
Zach, I'm a fan of football and good football, and I can respect players that I saw do well. Maybe, Bo Nix is cool because he had the shit go on in Auburn. Then he goes to Oregon, has like a good kind of revamps his career. I like the guys that like play in college for like all 4 years and like
Well, he
go
played
through
for like
struggles.
6. So.
I don't know. I just
There's
like
that.
Bo Nix. He's a good guy. He's good Christian man. I root for that. Sorry, sue me.
Yeah, no, he's a likable guy. Like, if you're a Denver Broncos fan, you're fucking jacked. Like, this is the first time you can be excited about
Since
a football
Manning.
team since Peyton, and that's been a while. So,
Dude, it was like 10 years ago.
yeah. So,
Brock Osweiler.
it took them a while, but I think this is
Simeon.
their quarterback for at least the next 5 years. All right, next we have the Seahawks beating the Cardinals, taking the lead in the NFC West. This is a big game. Tough loss for the Cardinals. They couldn't get offense like really going. It's just crazy. The Seahawks. This is a low scoring game.
You guys-
It was
Who,
shitty
did anyone
weather.
take the under?
I
I
called
thought
this.
so.
I said, I go, I just can't picture Kyler playing in Seattle, and I just don't think he'd find success there. I just felt a
Yeah,
single
it
game.
rained vibe.
Game,
That's a
too.
good vibe.
It was bad.
But the environment in Seattle, dude, I mean, those fans, I mean, they're a bunch of, I mean, those fans, they're not the liberals that live there, but it's true. Those fans are rowdy as fuck.
I would imagine a lot of them are liberal though, but they are rowdy.
NFL fans are liberal.
All I know is the loudest fans in the NFL are in God's country in the state of Missouri. So those pussies aren't that loud. All right,
Missouri owns the Lombardi Trophy.
facts.
He never has.
No, okay.
the next game is the Packers beating the Niners, 38-10. This was an ass beating, and everyone saw it coming. The Niners didn't have Brock Purdy. When you don't have your good quarterback, I mean, this kind of validates him a little bit. But also, the Niners have just not had a good season. Is it over? Is it safe to say the season's over for them?
No, not in the NFC West.
Okay.
But I saw some absolute fucking buffoons saying Shanahan should be out. It's like
Yeah.
he'll be hired before he walks out of the facility.
Legit. Like,
I mean, Shanahan's a great coach.
He's
been to multiple Super Bowls. He ran into Patrick Mahomes.
He'd be ranked higher on the available coaches list than everyone available, and that's including Bill Belichick.
And Vrabel.
Like, yeah, like
His
that would be
success
so
is like
stupid
unmatched.
to blame this season.
His
on
offense works
Shanahan's
every
crazy.
fucking place he goes to. He's a wizard. Like,
Although, how long has
There's
he been
teams
there?
that probably like their coach that would fire if Shanahan was available.
How long has he been in San Francisco? It's been a while.
Jimmy G got traded there.
That was
He
his
got
first
there-
year.
He got there. They started really bad. Then they traded for Jimmy G, and they went off.
Didn't he
And
take
that
over for
started-
Harbaugh?
So he hasn't been there for a decade.
Didn't he take over for Harbaugh, or was there
I
something
don't
in between
think-
that?
no, that one dude in between for 1 year. He was like the D coordinator.
It was what's his
Not
name?
Singletary.
No, Tom Sula.
No,
Jim
that was-
Tom Sula.
yeah, that's who it
Jim Bob Cooter. What was his
No,
fucking
that
name?
was he was with.
It was Tom
No,
Sula.
Tom Sula was before that.
No, he wasn't.
I'm pretty sure he was.
I don't remember.
We'll look it up after.
All right, next game. The Packers looked fucking. I mean, they
Shout
they
out
took care of
Wade.
business.
Packers look good. The Packers are what we expected from this year. They look fucking good. Love had a bad.
The
game.
Packers are our only hope if Jared doesn't.
That's
tear
not
his
true
ACL.
at all. The next game we're going to talk about.
Okay. Oh yeah. No, you'll get yours off. You want to go? Let's do
No,
it.
go ahead.
The Eagles beat the shit
The
out of
who?
the Rams,
Eagles.
37. The Eagles, y'all. The Eagles, y'all. All right, continue.
Saquon.
Saquon. Steve, you love Saquon for many reasons. But Zach, go off. Tell me about the Eagles. What do you think?
Dude, I said it from the beginning of the year. Rough few games to start the season, but I would argue that they are very close to the Lions and the most complete team in football. They are. Like they're No, I'm saying you're gonna say what I was probably gonna say, which is their defense is locked in. They figured it out. Vic Fangio is a good defensive coordinator. It took a few games to get it going, but
After
they're
the
there.
bye week, they finally started fucking playing Cooper DeJean. He's locking everybody down. His stats are unbelievable.
You know what's crazy is Miami dropped Vic Fangio after just 1 year being in Miami, and then he's doing this in Philly. Like, what happened there? Why didn't it work in Miami? But like, he's got one of the top defenses in the league with Philly. I mean,
Philly can beat you in so many ways, as can the Lions, which is I'm praying that the NFC Championship is Lions versus Eagles. I know the Packers are good, but that is what people want to see. Those are the best
Do they play this year?
star-studded teams.
the Lions and Eagles.
I don't think
play
they
in the
do
regular
this
season.
year.
I hope not. Like, I hope we save that for the postseason.
That would-
That you're right. Those are the 1 and 2 best teams. I just like the Packers because I do think they have an edge with the Lions, just because it's a division game.
The NFC has 3 teams that could go to the Super Bowl.
What?
They don't play.
They don't play good. Okay, because if that's the NFC Championship, we're winning.
We
as
all
fans.
agree that the Vikings will lose in the playoffs.
Yeah, everyone thinks they're frauds, low key,
Yes.
but no one's saying it out loud. Everyone's happy for Darnold, but like at the same time, when it
Danny
comes down
Dimes
to it-
will start
Everything
before the end of the
changed
year.
for Philadelphia.
Did they pick him up?
Yeah.
Once Syria.
I did want to say one more.
You're right.
What'd you say?
Say it louder.
Everything changed for Philadelphia when Sirianni shaved his head.
Baldiani, isn't that what Matt said?
Baldiani. So that's where I'll just never trust Philly fully.
Yeah, coaching.
The edge that they will lose on every time is coaching, and that in the NFL, when a game's tight, that's all that matters.
So that's what I did. I forgot to make this point about Shanahan. I love him, but he lets his players run fucking wild and act like 2-year-olds. There's no discipline or accountability. You don't see that ever out of the Chiefs.
So that's why I think
Or
there
Dave
is.
Campbell's
see,
Lions.
that's why I think there could be validity to Shanahan maybe being out, because his shit could have gotten old over this time, and he could have, like, the locker room could be turning because they're having a bad year. They've lost 2 Super Bowls
Tebow's
at
fighting
them.
his own players.
And they're running wild. I mean, this all season was a circus for the Niners. A guy got shot.
Would you have wanted to kill your kicker if he missed 3 field goals to lose you?
I'm not gonna-
when you're balling
I'm not
out?
going to fucking assault my own player.
Maybe
like a
you should
fucking-
score touchdowns, you dumbass. You get paid way more than the fucking kicker. Debo's a bitch, dude. He's had a terrible. Pull up Debo's
He's
stats.
not a
His
good
stats
wide
are
receiver.
shit.
He's not a good wide
Hold
receiver.
on.
He's fat.
He's a good athlete. That's what he is. He's a great athlete.
He's not a good wide receiver.
But he's
But they really, I'm just saying, dude, they're in the NFC West, and they have not had their entire team together. McCaffrey is just now back and healthy. Purdy is now out, so when he comes back, it wouldn't shock me if they go on a run to win a few games at the end of the year and make playoffs. And I wouldn't want to play them as a first-round game. I would not.
That's the thing, though. Right now, with how
They're
the
one
teams
and
are
done in
looking.
the playoffs. And
Yeah.
It depends who they play.
I think Minnesota's beating this team in a playoff spot.
Yeah.
Maybe.
And NFC West is one and done.
Well, it depends.
I want the Cardinals to win. Just to
Jack
watch
Steve
Kyler.
actually.
I want Kyler in the playoffs back.
If there's only one NFC West team in, it probably is going to be one and done because it's either going to be the Seahawks and the
Stafford
Cardinals.
just doesn't look.
And I don't
like
think either of those
all
teams
right.
are winning the playoffs.
He's old.
I think Kyler's the best quarterback in that division.
Kyler's
Never mind. Purdy is. safe.
Kyler's having a really good year. Purdy.
This year, I'd take Kyler.
Purdy's been fine. He's just been
Kyler
banged
can
up.
take over a game. Purdy's doing good this year.
I
Though.
like Purdy. I
He's
haven't
good.
given up on him.
I like Purdy. He's safe and he's been making great throws. He's a sneaky athlete.
So, but they have to make that decision, and it's been talked about a lot. Like, depending on how this season ends, like Purdy's his future is not set in stone with that team yet, because if they really fall off the rails and start losing a ton of games,
I could see him pulling a Baker, maybe bounce around, and then land the perfect spot, and then do like good again.
Purdy would be a starter somewhere else. That I think he's earned that. All right, last game of the week. The Ravens beat the Chargers 30-23 in the Harbaugh Bowl. This was a good game, but ultimately the Ravens, I don't know. I felt like the Ravens took, once the second half started, they just took this game over. It was close. I think it was a 1-point game at half. But once the second half started, Derrick Henry had like 140 on the ground.
Justice Hill.
Lamar had his trademark
Yes,
high
he's
school
sick.
touchdown
He's sick.
where he does the step back.
Dude, they had
Yeah.
250 yards rushing.
Total.
Justice Hill had like.
Oh yeah, he had that long
He broke
run.
that run.
Yeah, that was
Lamar
they-
had a rushing touchdown.
which is
too.
so. This was concerning if you're a Chargers fan because the Chargers have been playing nothing but cupcakes.
They don't have fans.
Well, no. Here's the thing.
They have that one Nation girl.
Yeah,
Joe Buck knew her by name.
she's so obviously an actor. It makes me sick.
Dude, Maylene. Yeah, dude.
Maylene, that's her name.
I'm pretty sure you're right.
No, it's not. I just made that up, dude.
Steve,
Big
look
ball.
it up now because you might be right.
All right.
I have to look this up.
So
Wait,
so,
if Quentin Johnson catches
Yes.
any of those balls,
Yeah,
maybe
no.
you don't lose.
no, that's another good point. Like the Chargers were still in this, but like the Ravens were the better team the whole night, and this exposed the Chargers defense because the Chargers defense up to this game have been going off. Ling Ling, is that her name?
Marianne Doe.
Mary.
No.
Marianne Doe.
No, yeah, that's the fakest name I've ever heard. She's a fucking actor.
Just follow.
All right, all right.
Hold on, I want to say something.
That does it for our recap.
Hold on. We should be very, very, and I was, as soon as they announced it, I was devastated because the Chargers are going to be fucking good for a long time with Harbaugh.
Yes,
This is a rebuilding year, and they're
they might.
extremely competitive.
But here's the thing. Here's their ceiling. Here's their ceiling.
What's their
They
ceiling?
might steal the division from us, and that's okay. We've won it for the last decade. We still were going to make playoffs, and we would beat them in an actual game that actually matters.
Schedule beating no good teams.
Yeah, that too. Once if they make playoffs this
Watch
year,
out
which they
next year,
should.
big boy.
Okay.
No,
You should be afraid. I'm afraid.
this is a
I'm
valid
scared.
point though. Their schedule. If you look at their schedule, they're not the team you think they are. Like they're
frauds.
yeah. Well, they're on fraud watch after this one.
I would pick
They're
that-
not
I would pick
frauds.
that over the Steelers.
You guys, if Quentin
What's the rest of their
Johnson or whatever
schedule?
catches those balls,
They've had
What's the rest of
they've
their
had
schedule?
one of the easiest schedules in the NFL.
I know, but who do they play to round out their season? I'm just curious because I'm sure
I
they're
don't
not
know.
gonna win all those.
I don't know how their season ends, but I think they're gonna make playoffs, and they should. If they blew a playoff
That's
spot
fine.
now,
I
that'd
just
be
need to know.
crazy.
Who they got?
If Denver finishes above them, that'd be embarrassing.
They have Falcons this week, Chiefs, Bucks, Broncos, Patriots, Raiders.
That Broncos game
that is
the
weak,
second
but
last
they
week
will
is
lose
week
at least
2.
3 of those games.
No, well, and the Bucks is they're
Broncos-
the Bucks are playing for the fucking life
The
for the rest of
Broncos
the
too.
season.
After
And
what
yeah,
you
no,
just said.
that's what I said. That Broncos week 17 game is going to be incredible.
If things go very wrong, they could lose their next 4 games.
60.
I do need to. I don't know. Do I need to issue an apology about my Sean Payton take?
I feel like we all have. I think we all kind of like covered that. Like, you still think he's a dog shit coach?
I'm just not walking anything back on Sean Payton yet.
Okay,
Good point.
I'm definitely gonna say I was wrong because what he's done with Bo Nix is really
I will
fucking
say
good.
that I thought the
They're
Broncos were going to be a
also
dumpster
playing
fire for
terrible.
the next 5 years.
Yeah,
You're
I
right.
agree with that. Yeah.
What did you say?
The Broncos were supposed to be a dumpster fire for the next 5 years.
Yes.
Like that's really what they.
Yeah,
were.
I mean they're still paying.
thought
They're
you
still
were-
paying Russell $50 million a
I
year.
thought they were going to be the worst.
$50 million.
What?
I thought they were going to be the worst team in the league this year.
You did, and they're in a
That's
playoff
That's
spot,
kind of a brutal take.
and they're in a playoff spot with a possible rookie of the year
Yeah.
at quarterback. Like you have to accept that he's right now stealing it from Jake. He's the rookie of the year right now.
There's still a few games left. We'll see what happens.
Stealing it from
I'm
who?
saying
Who
right
did
now
you
it
say?
would be Bo Nix. It would.
Jane Daniels is falling off the track.
James fallen off. His stats have fallen off in the last few games.
People figured him out. There's tape.
You're right.
He'll come back.
All right, you guys ready for Thanksgiving?
Beans, greens, tomatoes, rams, lambs, hogs, dogs.
All right. Next. Okay, well, we'll start with the first game. It's always the Lions at 11:30, and this time they're taking on the Bears. It's at home. What's the spread, Steve? The Lions are rolling, and the Bears are they're down bad. I mean, they keep losing these close, heartbreaking games.
Lions minus 9.5. Over under 48.5.
9.5 is not big enough. Give me the Lions.
Lions.
I'm going to take the Bears.
Lions.
All right, I'm wolfing it for Zenas. Next game, we got the Giants taking on the Cowboys. No one wants to watch this. This is deemed the nap time of Thanksgiving. It's in Jerry World, like it always is. What's the spread, Steve?
We got Dallas minus 3.5. Over under 37.5. This game's gonna suck.
It sounds like Drew Lock might be playing. My source, Zach. With that being said, I would love some Mizzou magic. Give me the Giants. I just think these are two bad teams. I'll take a whim on Drew Lock. Yeah, strap in.
Give me the Giants.
Dude, I'm also on the Giants.
M-I-Z.
Z-O-U.
That's a B&E sweet.
All right. Now we got the game of the night. Thursday night, everyone will probably be, finishing up all their stuff with their family, taking their leftovers home, just to get cozy at home and watch the Dolphins take on the Packers at Lambeau. It's going to be cold. Tua has to break the narrative.
Hot
What
Tua.
is the spread in this game, Steve?
Green Bay minus 3.5. Over under 47.5.
This is, dude, I think they're going to, I don't know if they're going to break the narrative by winning, but I think the Dolphins are going to win this game. Give me the Dolphins.
Unbelievable.
What's the weather report, Scott?
Who are you tailing?
What?
Who are you tailing that says the Dolphins are going to go fucking win?
No one, just me, dude. I think they have to win this, and they've been buzzing on offense.
This spread doesn't matter. I'm taking the
Down,
Packers.
down. I'm just writing those stats of Tua's never won a game under 40 degrees.
Stats
It's
are
gonna be
meant to be
20
broken.
degrees. I'm on the Packers.
But he said he's excited. Shut up some narrative.
I'm on the Packers.
He did say that.
He also practiced how to fall and prevent concussions, and look at him.
He learned you.
Ground's going to be really hard. We could see another.
Shit. You're right.
Just work hard.
Well, we know he'll fake
He
one.
should.
We've
He
seen
really
it
should.
before.
He'd be the only guy I would make fun of if he worked hard. I'm not going to lie.
I'm taking the over. I think there's going to be a lot of points. Even in the
I hope so. That's what we're hoping for as fans, because
There's
that's
going to be a lot of slant passes.
That's really the only game on Thanksgiving that wows us. So the next game takes place
interesting.
on Black Friday. We've got the Raiders taking on the Chiefs. This one's in Arrowhead. What's the spread?
Chiefs minus 12.5. Over under 42.5.
That's a large spread. There's no fucking way we cover that. The Raiders always give us fits. Like the entire Mahomes era, we beat the Raiders pretty for the most part, but we've gotten wins here and there. But we always struggle against them. I mean, no matter what, they could be the worst team in the league, and we always find a way to fucking struggle with the Raiders. This
What
is
about the Cardinals?
easy. This might even be my lock.
What about the Cardinals Republic this year?
We played them already.
Yeah,
before
and
that.
we literally were up 14 points in the last 10 seconds, and they got a garbage time touchdown.
Oh, it was garbage, dude.
Did they cover?
Absolutely dominated.
The only
that.
bet
Did they
Mario lost.
cover?
Mario
Dude,
went on a heater with his sports
Yeah,
bet.
he did.
It does not matter.
But did they cover?
I need to tell him Wow, he's a DGen now.
Love.
What?
I was gonna say the Chiefs' defense has been ass the last few games. I feel
Desmond Ritter is going to have a career day.
No, he's not. What I was gonna say is I think we'll figure it.
Desmond Ritter is the starting quarterback in this game.
Yeah, give me the
Or actually,
under.
Aiden O'Connell might be back. That might be false.
It is O'Connell.
Okay, Aiden O'Connell, but that's because what's his butt's hurt.
Minshew too.
Minshew's out for the season.
I am taking the under in this game.
I'm taking the under as well.
Okay. Steve, did you already take
I'm taking Raiders.
I think we're gonna run the ball a lot. It's gonna be cold.
I hope so.
We're gonna shut them down.
All right, next game we've got the Texans taking on the Jags. This one's in Jacksonville. Texans need to take care of business here. What's the spread here, Steve?
Texans minus 4.5. Over under 43.5.
Texans, they have to get this.
I'm
done.
missing something here. Yeah,
He's-
Texans.
Yeah,
No, I'm talking
They've looked rough the last couple.
I
Weeks.
get it, but Joe Mixon will cover that
Nico
spread
Collins
alone.
is going to catch a bomb.
Yeah, this is a get right game.
Yeah,
I'm
dude.
with Houston.
Texans, that could be possible lock of the week as well. I
I'm
like
on the over, but if I had to pick one of the spreads, I would say Jacksonville.
Why?
Dude, I'm just
Who are you
down
taking?
on. I'm just
T-Law
down
is
on-
back.
Dude,
I
I'm
think
just-
T-Law is back.
I'm just down. He is back, and I'm just down on Houston, dude. They're off a bye.
I was gonna say, Jags are off the
It's a
bye.
divisional.
Texas teams are struggling right now.
All right, next game, the Colts are taking on the Patriots. This one's in Gillette. Well, I mean, the Colts are still very alive in the playoff picture, so they got to take care of business here. What's the spread, Steve?
Colts minus 2.5. Over under 42.5.
Colts are going to boot out an exciting team in the playoffs, aren't they? Like they're going to be the
No,
they're going to be
no.
the gay team that just.
Anthony
No.
Richardson will lose the game somehow.
What was the spread, Steve?
2.5. Colts.
I mean, I'm taking the Colts because if they don't cover that, they're fucking pathetic.
Pats at home in December, cold weather. Give him.
Love it. I hope the Pats will win.
Yeah, but the Pats.
Drake May's gonna have a good game.
No,
Drake May has a good game every week, and then they lose.
Yeah,
so
I think
I'm on
every
the time.
I think Drake May is like better than AR by a long shot. I think he might be a guy. But here's bold. Listen,
Hot take. Save it.
I don't think it's a hot take. I just think that the Pats have an art of like staying competitive and then losing because they want that pick. So I'm taking the Colts. They're desperate. AR sucks.
All right, next game. Chargers
Oh,
take on.
Josh Downs. I think he's hurt too. He's out.
That's huge. Chargers take on the Falcons. This is going to be a really good game. Two teams that are fighting for playoff spots. But it's AFC, NFC. What is the spread here, Steve? It's in Atlanta. They're coming off the bye. The Chargers are coming off a short week because they played Monday night. Was that Monday? Yeah, Monday night. So, and they're going to Georgia from Cali. So, long trip. What's the spread here, Steve?
Atlanta plus 1.5 over.
Ooh, I love it. I love it. Give me Atlanta. I think the Chargers got exposed a little bit, and if the Falcons are smart, they'll pound the ball with Bijan. I really like the Falcons with that spread.
I'm taking the Chargers. Better coach team.
I'm on the under.
I'm on the under too.
Got you. Deceased.
Here you go.
All right, next we got the Seahawks taking on the Jets. This one's in MetLife. Seahawks really need to take care of business here. The Jets are a dumpster fire. Is Aaron even playing in this game? Do we know?
cares?
Yeah, he's playing.
I know he's like not undergoing MRIs when he should be. That's like the latest drama of New York. It's just such a shit show, dude. Like, who cares? What's the spread?
Guess that line.
Seahawks minus 8.
Seahawks minus 1.5.
What?
Yeah, no, give me that.
No
I'm taking that.
Kevin, -8 was a crazy.
I know because it's an obscure number.
I'm on the Seahawks.
It's not a football.
I'm on the
number.
Seahawks as well.
Yeah, dude, this is easy. Seahawks.
That's a B&E sweet.
All right. Next, we've got the Titans taking on the Commies after a heartbreaking loss for the Commies. The Titans are hot right now with Levis slinging it. What's the spread here, Steve? This one's in Maryland.
Washington minus 6.5. Over under 44.5.
What was the spread?
Minus 6.5.
Ooh, give me the Titans. Commies haven't looked good, and it's Cliff Kingsbury second half of the season, dude. Titans
I
might
think
win
this is
this.
going to be a fun game. I'm taking the over.
I was
I'm
too.
taking
Yeah,
the over.
over also.
Okay. But like you agree the Titans could win this game?
To the over.
You guys think the Titans could win this or no? They're Frost and they suck.
They
Oh,
can
that's
win,
some
but
points.
I think I would take the Titans plus 6.5 instead of the Commanders.
Yeah.
Take that.
All right, next one should be a classic. We got the Steelers taking on the Bengals. The Bengals aren't mathematically eliminated, but if they lose this one, I believe they will be. What is the spread in this game? This one's in Cincy. Steelers, if they want to win that division, these are the kind of games they got to win.
Bengals minus 2.5 over under.
I believe it. I think that line is there for a reason, so I think I'm gonna take the Bengals. I'm gonna take the Bengals in this one.
I'm taking Pittsburgh. Coming off a loss, Mike Tomlin, great coach. I just like that better. And I love when Pittsburgh's dogs. Love
I'm
it.
taking the Bengals.
I just don't think Jamar Chase and Joe Burrow are that good, honestly. So I'm gonna probably go with the Steelers.
Clearly you don't. You're trading them away like the trash. All right, next game we've got the Cardinals taking on the Vikings. This one's in Minnesota, an NFC clash. This could be a possible playoff matchup. What's the spread here?
Minnesota minus 3.5 over under 45.5.
I don't like Arizona traveling there. I don't know, like going from Seattle to there. That's a rough road trip. I think I'm gonna take the Vikes here. I think they're the better team.
Give me the over.
I'm on the Vikings.
Yeah, Hart wants Arizona, but I'm on Minnesota also.
All right. Next game. The next game is the Rams. Sorry, I was talking like I was from LA. Next game are the Rams taking on the Saints. This one is in New Orleans. What's the spread here, Steve?
Rams minus 2.5
Who gives a shit?
over under 48.5.
What's the spread? 2.5. Yeah, give me the Rams. Although, like, go Saints. This game sucks. The Rams have to win if they want to keep the playoffs alive.
I'm on the under.
I'm on the Rams.
I will not pick the Rams strictly out of the fact that they celebrated our Super Bowl in LA this past week. So I'm just going to take the Saints. I don't think they're going to
Imagine celebrating
I
something you
get
just
the
didn't
Saints
earn.
game wrong every single time.
Saints, give it to me.
To Zach's point, though, I always thought it was weird when they celebrated, like, LA's, like...
They didn't do anything. They never won anything.
What do you mean, Deacon Jones?
No,
and
they
shit?
won,
just
they won
refused
Super
to
Bowl.
win.
They won a Super Bowl.
We all just didn't care, though.
On
I know,
that
well,
team,
no, I
no,
was
they
just
did
like-
not. No, they did not.
Yeah, they did not.
Never won a Super Bowl until they moved to St. Louis, the greatest city in America. Maybe the world. Yeah.
LA
Alright.
won their
No,
first Super
okay, you know
Bowl.
what was? They celebrated, like, Deacon Jones. I'm like, I don't give a fuck about this guy.
He was the Secretary of Defense.
I don't care.
All right, next game. Bucks take on the Panthers. This one's in Carolina. The Panthers are cooking. Bucks need this win to keep those playoff hopes alive. What's the spread here?
Carolina is cooking. Bucks minus 5.5 over under 46.5.
5.5. Ooh, I hate that spread.
Stay on the pirate ship.
I'm going to, but I hope I don't get burned. Give me the Bucks. Give me the Bucks, but I do think the Panthers don't make it easy.
Bucks.
Over.
Lone Wolf. Give us a little
Wow.
help, Scott.
Just give us not a lone wolf if it's an over-under.
Well, of course it is. You're by yourself.
Well, of course it is. All right, next game. Game of the week. Game of the week. We got the Eagles taking on the Ravens. This one is in Baltimore. Clash of a possible 1 seed in the NFC and a possible 1 seed in the AFC. What's the spread?
It's going to be a bird fight. Baltimore minus 3 over under 51.5.
Better coach team, give me the Ravens.
Well, I'm taking the Eagles, dude. I think the Eagles are so
I'm
fucking
taking
sick.
Philly.
Really?
Like, dude, Lamar owns the NFC, but
I'm
like
taking
Oh!
the 3
Thanks for
points.
reminding me.
that's
Thank
what I
you
was
for
gonna
thank you for giving me a better reason.
Even though I think they're
Philly
going to the
covered
Super
3
Bowl,
points.
I agree because if it was 2.5, I probably would have took the Ravens. But a field goal game is what this game seems like.
The only thing I'll leave, my last note on this
I'll
game,
take push.
I hate
Lamar
it.
doesn't
It's
just beat the
Sunday Night
NFC.
Football.
he blows them out. I like the Ravens.
Saquon.
Ravens
Guys,
that this
I
is not-
want the Eagles to win this game.
This should be prime time.
It should be.
Yeah, the
It's a
flex has
crime.
been messed up in the NFL.
It's a crime.
Well, it's not because the next game is.
Next game is the 49ers taking on the Bills. This one's in Buffalo. The
Foot of
Niners
snow.
got to go all the way to Buffalo. Is it
Foot
supposed
of
to snow?
snow.
So it is going to be a snowy game.
Dude, that's a wrap.
I know.
Buffalo -6.5 over under 44.5.
Minus 6.5. Call me crazy. I want the Niners. I want the Niners in this game.
They don't have a
Wait,
snowball.
Buffalo's coming. Wait, time out. Buffalo's coming off the bye.
Dude,
No, I
Buffalo.
love teams off the bye.
Buffalo. Yeah, I'm taking Buffalo.
Scott, what do you want?
I want the under.
You're fucking lame, dude.
But I would probably take.
Then fuck that. No, if you're not gonna do the sweep, then I'm gonna stay with the Niners
Yeah, I'm taking.
Why would
the
you
under.
change your pick just because Scott?
to make the sweep.
No, dude. Ride or die. Just do your own thing.
Yeah, no, I'd be riding.
Or die.
Die.
All right, all right. You just told me to die.
No.
Last game of the week. The Browns. What? Oh,
I still see your shadow in my room.
dude, fuck off. The Browns take on the Broncos. This is Denver. This one's in Denver. I can't remember the last time we saw a primetime game in Denver.
If they wear those.
This is X. This should have been
Huh?
flexed
Probably
out.
Peyton Manning.
Like, I feel like we haven't seen Mile High at night in a long time. Like,
If they wear those sick uniforms.
if they were the throwbacks, it's a wrap.
Those need to be their permanent
They
uniforms.
do. They
They're
fucked up. The
absolutely
redesign. The
disgusting.
redesign's not that bad. It's growing on me, but they fucked up by not making their throwbacks their.
Those uniforms are so sick.
But
What did you say? Spencer?
what's the spread?
5.5 over under 41.5.
I love James. I love you. But give me the Broncos. You guys know I'm voting this guy. I like the Broncos here. The Browns are a bad team. Even though they beat the Steelers, they're a bad team.
It was a divisional game. Jameis is like on, then he's off. On, he's off. So I got Broncos.
Broncos.
What?
Dude, the Browns suck.
Dude, you just hate the Broncos. I'm shocked.
Dude, the Browns are terrible.
Did you guys not watch the game that I did? Jameis Winston.
That
Divisional
nothing
game.
matters in
Snow.
divisional games.
Snow
Who
divisional
did
game.
they just play?
Steelers.
Okay.
Throw out
Snow.
everything.
I don't have to throw anything out.
You have to.
I'm gonna not ride. I'm
Well-
gonna take the Browns plus 5.5.
Sick.
I believe.
Sick one for me and Scott.
I believe
You're gonna
the Broncos are only like 1 or 2 games behind Steelers. They're not that crazy.
I know, but Steve's like on their ass all year.
Yeah.
And so I'm like, Jameis just beat
That is
them.
true. They also play garbage teams in their wins, but they're better.
Browns are a garbage team. They'll get their
You
wins.
guys are all selling each other on what you already picked. It's nice. Browns are gonna win.
You just made this
Money
game
line.
mean something.
Take money line.
The loser shakes their head. Between you
Never.
two.
All right, time for lock of the week.
Worked out for him.
Baldiani, dude. All right, so lock of the week. I have mine.
We all have ours, and they're all probably the same. Or 3 of us.
No, I don't
think I
have
might
mine.
have changed.
You're gonna
I don't
go
think.
different?
Okay, I'm gonna go because I don't think any of you guys have mine. I have Atlanta. Was it -1 or plus
Plus
1?
1.5, right?
Okay.
1.5. Damn.
Give me the Packers.
What was that
Was
spread?
it -4.5 or 5? Packers all the way.
Sorry, Zach.
Yeah,
I
minus
really,
3.5. Packers.
I really want Miami to win that game.
Cool, but Tua doesn't play.
3.5, right, Zach?
Yeah.
You telling me you wouldn't love to see a late playoff push for Miami? That'd be awesome.
I like Mike McDaniel, so yeah, that'd be neat, but it won't happen. It's in Green Bay in 20-degree weather in December.
Narratives were meant to be broken.
I was gonna take the Packers, but since you did, I'll just be different. I'll take the Vikings -3.5.
-3.5.
Yeah.
Where are they playing? It was like
Cardinals.
Jets. No, Cardinals. Oh shit. Who? What was the? Oh, the Seahawks and the Jets. That spread's crazy.
I got Philly as my lock.
Damn, Danny, that's crazy against Baltimore. That's your lock. You love Saquon a lot. What was that plus what, Steve?
3. No, I just think the Eagles are that fucking good.
Dude, I like the Eagles. They have a lot of talent, and that should be a good game. But the trends say Lamar NFC. You gotta take it.
Trents, they lose.
Trends are meant to be broken.
What do we got for money line, boys?
Moneyline parlay. Moneyline parlay. What's our record in moneyline parlay?
I lost this
We
last
won.
week. No, I'll own it.
I lost 2.
Uh,
I think I did that.
I
we did not.
I had the Steelers.
Zach lost in the first podcast, that's for sure.
I lost the
We
very first
switched
leg.
out the Chiefs to the Lions.
Wait, what do you mean you switched out the Chiefs?
You didn't give us a pick.
You didn't
Yes,
give
I
us
did.
the money line. You gave us your lock of the week, which is the Chiefs.
No, it wasn't. I sent the Chiefs and then I changed my mind. Go back and look at the
Okay,
text.
we don't remember what it was,
we
but
just
we
put down-
switched
we go
to
through
a
the
better.
pick the Chiefs
We
and
switched
then
to
we
a better pick.
It didn't matter. I lost
We
it.
went 3 for 4.
I lost it.
All right, we're 4-8.
I picked the Steelers on that snow game, and we lost.
Also, we forgot to go over what's our lock of the week's records.
I'm 5-7. You're 8-4. Zach's 5-7. Steve's 7.
Did you count me as an L because my lock hit the text I sent you? Whatever, we'll move on.
Dude,
No, your lock.
Hey,
was
No,
the
your lock
Chiefs.
was the Chiefs.
you guys.
You locked it in.
Go
You
back
sent
and
it. You
look.
locked
I
it.
sent it by
But you
itself,
sent
and
it,
then
you
I
locked
sent
it.
all my picks and changed them.
Zach,
Whatever.
Look at the text. It said
I will show you after the pod. We don't need to
You
waste our
send
time.
it. You lock it.
All right, I say we do a Thanksgiving money line parlay.
Dang. Well, that's only 3
I
days.
know there's only
Shit.
3, so add yeah.
Black Friday.
But then we're Chiefs fans. Yeah, Black Friday. So
well,
Chiefs.
the Chiefs are gonna.
Dude, there's a lot of really good lines this week that are like in the -100.
Yeah, we could get a good money line parlay here. Fuck the Thanksgiving money line.
Never saw that one at all.
No one saw this when I sent all my picks in when you asked.
Nope, didn't see it.
Huh.
I don't
Did
even see
Frisco
it, but
win?
I didn't see it.
No, that's why I said I lost us the money line parlay, but my lock was Philly.
Well, turns out we made the better call for you.
Yes, I should have been on the pod.
You guys want to do a Thanksgiving money line special?
No,
Because
yeah,
I might take one anyways for Thanksgiving.
I'm gonna go. I'll start us off. Give me the Seahawks.
Oh, baby.
Ooh.
Juicy.
I mean, dude, what tells you the Jets should win that fucking
Nothing.
game?
I'm on Seattle.
That's a crazy spread. The only reason I didn't do lock of the week is I love Atlanta off the bottom.
Dude, is there such thing as a GM bump?
They fired their GM.
Is that a thing?
I don't know.
We find out this week. Guys,
Give me the Buccaneers.
Steve with the Bucks.
I want to see what Scott does before I decide.
Scoot
if I'm
McPoos.
gonna
What do
do
you got?
I'm between either the Rams or
Sorry. That's
the
not
Rams or the Packers.
I wasn't laughing at you, I swear.
Dude, Hawkers.
What do you want?
I want Thanksgiving.
I just
There
don't-
needs to be a Thanksgiving.
Mine
game
is going to
before.
be juicy and it's on Thanksgiving.
Okay, so you're on the Giants.
Ruin my pick. I'm taking the Giants.
The G-Men.
Drew Lock will lead us on Thanksgiving.
All right, Scott.
Scott,
What do you want? What are you going with, Scott?
Baby, this is going to be a big
I'll do the
house.
Packers. I'll do the Packers.
Hawkers. Okay. Steve, what is
You
it?
guys ready for this?
Yep.
Plus 930.
We're here to make you money.
Someone's going to win a bag this week.
Hot take, bold predictions. Anybody? Anything? The only thing I was thinking of, and then I was like, I guess it's not that hot of a take, but I'm still very confident in the Packers having a Super Bowl shot. And in the NFC, well, I feel like everybody in the NFC or with the NFC is just like Lions, Philly. That's it. But like,
Nope.
I think the
Everyone's
Packers.
talking
Have,
about the Lions. Let's be real.
I know.
Wherever you turn,
Well,
it's just
dude,
the Lions.
I want the Packers-Lions matchup in the playoffs.
I want it in the playoffs. And,
Bad.
like,
They play one more time, don't they?
yes.
Play next week.
Yeah.
Lambeau?
In Detroit.
No, it's in Detroit. The Lions beat them in Lambeau, like pretty handily earlier in the year. So, and the Packers are going to be fighting for playoffs. So that's gonna be a huge game. But I don't know, man. I feel like the NFC is like not as thick as the AFC. I feel like the AFC,
Stop it.
every team in the AFC that will make the playoffs will have a chance.
NFC has more contenders.
Unless the Colts
AFC
make it.
has more so-
And yeah, the Broncos, I guess. Like,
If somehow the Chiefs ended up playing the Colts and the Colts win, I'd be on Suey watch.
You guys think
I
Broncos
don't
or Chargers?
don't
are
even
more
put
likely?
those thoughts in my head.
Yeah. Broncos or Chargers? If you had to pick one to make playoffs, who's it gonna be?
Who's got-
Chargers.
No, I think the Broncos because I think the Chargers have a tougher schedule.
That was wondering that.
We
as well.
didn't we look at the Chargers schedule? It's not easy.
They
They got
it's
the
not
Chiefs,
that hard though.
They
It's
got
not
the
that hard.
Chiefs and the Bucks.
Steelers, right?
Yeah, like they got the Chiefs, the Bucks, all teams
We
that
do
are.
have Atlanta winning this week, so you'd probably say Broncos.
Yeah, no, dude, I mean, I'm basically a Broncos fan at this point.
So sick.
I just love Bo Nix, man. I can't help it.
Good question. Who's your guys' MVP right now?
Saquon.
They'll just give
Or,
it to them.
okay,
Or Lamar.
Okay,
I was having
if
this
it's
debate
like
at work today.
truly, genuinely, I would say Saquon, but we know he's not
I
going
was
to win. He's
having
the
this
running.
debate today. I legit don't. I might take, if I'm starting a franchise, I might take Lamar over Burrow at this point. We've been saying like his whole career too. Eventually,
Dude, Burrow got to a
eventually,
bowl.
I know, dude.
so
And
what,
Lamar
dude?
still has it.
Burrow's also always hurt, and Lamar's so durable, and he's always on a Super Bowl contending team.
You're talking to a Burrow hater, so like,
No, I love Joe Burrow.
Burrow's-
I had to trade him.
Burrow has beat Mahomes 3 times, though. Lamar sucks against
I-
the Chiefs.
I think that's not a crazy take at all. But the thing is, like, Lamar's not clutch, man. Until he gets to a Super Bowl.
Is it crazy to say I'd take Josh Allen over both of them?
Yes, no, not crazy at all because that's not his answer.
Mine's somewhat crazy.
And that's what I was gonna say. I think at the end of the season, Josh Allen's my MVP.
Mine's somewhat crazy, but I think that this guy should be a part of the conversation is Jalen Hurts. Strictly because he has how many rushing touchdowns?
A lot.
Dude, the tush push is ridiculous.
But his stats matter. He has 12 passing, but
He's
he has like
projected-
15 rushing touchdowns,
He's
dude.
projected to go 20-20, which has never been done before. 20
Like,
passing,
dude, if he goes
20.
20
sick, dude.
20,
You
like,
can
how
push
do you not
one
win
fucking
MVP?
yard by your fat fucking lineman. Fuck
But on
that.
top of that,
Those
how
are
many touchdowns
inflated
does
fucking
Saquon have?
stats.
Still scores.
Take away
touchdowns.
every tush push touchdown. I'd love to know what the real stats were.
If roles were reversed and Mahomes was doing that, you would be like, count every touchdown.
You're fucking
Count every-
right. But am I
Okay.
okay? Fuck no.
Oh, I'm just saying stats matter.
I
MVP
think-
voting.
I think Josh Allen should be the MVP because of what he's doing with what he's doing. Just like the last one that Mahomes won. He won the MVP because he was throwing to nobodies and won a Super Bowl.
I don't
I
disagree.
think Josh
Allen's
Allen
sick.
is the MVP, just like when you talk about most valuable to their team. He is the definition of an MVP right now. He is. And that's why Saquon is, like, if I had a vote right now, it'd be Saquon, but running backs don't win the award. It's bullshit. Saquon's almost a lock for Offensive Player of the Year if Derrick Henry doesn't catch him in stats.
It just pisses me off because like Lamar really should have won last year. It should have been McCaffrey, and then they just gave him like a, and he's having a better fucking year this year. It just pissed me off. Last year kind of sucked for MVP, and they just
Last
gave it
year-
to Lamar.
Last
It
year
should have been McCaffrey.
should have been McCaffrey and
Or
Lamar.
even Tyreek Hill.
I've said this since it happened. Lamar has the most fraudulent MVP I've seen in my lifetime.
It was bad.
It was that was literally, we have to get this guy into the Hall of Fame because he's so dynamic and good, and he's probably not going to win a fucking Super Bowl, so we got to give him an MVP. That's what that award was, because that dude's not going to win a Super Bowl.
But credit to him though, dude. He bet on himself.
Oh
He
yeah,
got
no,
a bag because
guys,
of it.
I've come around on Lamar. I used to be a big hater. I like him and root for him now, but like
I don't know for him.
I just don't think
He's a nice guy. Like I like him.
yeah, like I used to be a bad hater. Like I fucking hated him, but now it's like.
Yeah, but what are that?
He's stuck. He's been around long enough that he's earned my respect. But that MVP last year's bullshit. It should have been McCaffrey. The fact that the award is the best quarterback is just stupid. But in this case, this season, there's a lot of guys that are making cases like Saquon, Derrick Henry, Josh Allen, Lamar. Anyone else?
Hold on.
And
If say the Ravens you lose one, maybe two more times, you can't give it to him then, right? If he has
it's
six
not,
losses.
dude, if they don't win the division, fuck no. Sorry, him or Derrick.
Anyway,
Josh Allen's the MVP right now. I don't know how he's not.
Let me look up the odds.
odds because
I'll pull up the
Josh
odds.
Allen is.
but there was a bye. It changes.
I know. So, but like, if Josh Allen starts to drop, I might fucking
You
hammer.
see Saquon in the top like 6 maybe, but like you said, it's
Because at the essence of, I just think of Mahomes. Was that 2 years ago or 3 years ago?
2 years ago. It was
2
a
years
Philly
ago.
year.
That MVP was won because he literally was throwing to MBS and Justin Watson. Like, I don't know.
Josh Allen.
Josh
favorite. Josh 150.
Well, it's because Josh Allen's thrown to Matt Collins. Oh, he doesn't have Amari now, but
Dude,
Matt
you guys ready
Collins,
for this?
like fucking.
Josh Allen plus 150. Lamar plus 250. Jared Goff plus 700. Saquon plus 700. Pat plus 800.
Jared Goff can't.
Justin Herbert
Again,
plus 3,300.
hey, Jared Goff can't win it because he just won a game without throwing a touchdown pass, and his 2 running backs are the reason they win.
Yeah, no,
it's not him.
You can't give it to him.
Those 2 running backs together.
I can-
would be,
I can see-
those 2 running backs together would be an MVP if
I
they
can
were
see-
one person.
I can see Jared Goff
Sonic
winning
guys.
that.
Sonic and Knuckles.
I can see a Super Bowl MVP for Jared Goff, but not a league MVP.
Gonna be hard to win one of them when you have to play the Chiefs.
Dude,
Their goals
Saquon
last
is
Super
the
Bowl
only
performance.
non-quarterback.
Yeah, he does have experience though, and that
Dude.
that does give them some edge. Seriously, like, the Lions were not playing the Chiefs in the Super Bowl. I think Goff having lost one would be big for him.
Dude, in the top 15, Saquon's the only running back. Or
my
Derek
God.
Henry's 14.
That's crazy too.
I mean, he's the only.
There's a
non-quarterback.
stat out there that like the losing quarterback of a Super Bowl like never goes back.
What?
Like this has been a stat for
Mahomes
like the first
lost
20
Super
years.
Bowl.
No, I'm saying like the only Super Bowl you've been in and you lost. Like Pat won the first one he was in. You know what I'm saying?
Mm.
So like Matt Ryan goes Super Bowl, loses, never came back. Think of like every losing quarterback.
Brock Purdy.
Brock Purdy.
Yeah.
Brock Purdy, Kaepernick, fucking
Hurts.
Like,
We'll see.
Hurts.
Joe
Who?
Burrow.
Joe Burrow, and that's my take forever. I said he's the next fucking Matt Ryan. He's never going back. Newsflash: Cincinnati, you had your fun. Go fuck yourself. Your mayor fucked you. But
They're fucked.
they're never going back to the
T.
Super Bowl.
Higgins gone. Jamar Chase will get full. They have to pay.
And he'll get paid, and then after,
Anderson's gonna leave.
mark my words, he'll get paid. They'll be dog shit again, and he's gonna be like, I went out, man. He's gonna be a fag about it.
Probably.
Sorry, YouTube.
Why are you sorry?
I'm not, dude. Like that, Cincinnati's window shut way faster, and then Buffalo. We all thought that window was closing. Nope. Josh Allen is definitely Josh Allen's way better than Joe Burrow. That's what we've definitely come with after this season.
Always have.
Going into the season, that was not like a highly thought take. Everyone kind of put those two right next to each other. I think Josh Allen's far and above better than every other quarterback, and then there's Mahomes. Like,
I don't think Josh Allen's missed a game. Has he ever missed a game?
ever? Dude, he probably does have a good,
He's gonna break Favre's record.
healthy record. I don't know.
I want to see him get over the hump, though.
Yeah, he's in the same boat as Lamar. And when you're in the AFC, unfortunately, that's just life in the AFC because Pat has owned the AFC Championship. He's never had a season where it didn't end in the AFC Championship. And I don't think that changes this year. What? It's hard to be a quarterback in the AFC.
Yeah.
I think this is. I don't know. The AFC is thick though. Shit, dude. The last two teams in the wild card hunt, it's gonna be pretty crazy.
I think Indy's gonna get in.
I know their
Stop.
schedule. Steve, their schedule's so
Don't
so
care.
shit. It is.
I might boycott that game.
No, it actually give them the Peacock game, please.
Do you
Give
remember
them the game I don't want to
Dude,
fucking watch.
That's the game at Argosy.
Do you remember the other
I
shitty
know.
game though? Chargers Jaguars at Argosy. That was supposed to be a shitty game.
That was
Kinda was
incredible.
I almost threw my bet slip away. Scott could never throw.
I
it.
learned a valuable lesson that day. Never throw away that slip
till it's dead. Dead.
It's not that.
Not dead till it's over.
2 years ago. Yeah, the Jags. 2 years ago.
That might have been 3
Evan Ingram,
2 years
anytime
ago.
second half touchdown.
All I know is Zay Jones, my dog.
What team does he play for?
Don't know anymore. Not
Actually,
well.
I think he is on like a roster. I just don't
He
know
is.
where he is.
I've heard his name.
Is he on the Bills? Zay Jones.
I was
I
gonna
thought I was
say
gonna say
the
Bills.
No, it's not the Bills.
If he's in a
The
play,
Jags?
if he's in the playoff
It's
game,
not the Jags.
no, I'm hammering it.
Oh my God.
The Jets
No. They have a picture of he's for the Cardinals. Yeah.
That's who it is.
playoff team.
They're not gonna make the playoffs.
They might. Their schedule's easy.
They're not gonna make the playoffs.
They have to win the.
Well, yeah, but they're already off to a good start because they are like 4-1 in the division this year. So like, I don't know. That division's up in the air, but like Steve said,
They're a one and
whoever,
done.
I think whoever wins it's a one and done, even if it's the Rams.
They are 2 and 3 in the division. Seattle's 3 and 1.
All
Both
right.
6 and 5.
Any other closing statements, boys?
Vikings, Seahawks, pass.
That's being the ball talk.
Happy Thanksgiving.
Wouldn't it be a shame if the audio was just kind of fucked up because of how far